Hello, I'm jashykins, and welcome to another little vlog review. This time of the Pretty Little Liars episode, Taking This One to the Grave. Now, a little story that relates to the first point of this video, I promise. Every day I wake up, first thing I do before I get out of bed is look at a few news articles on my phone. And so I look at this news article, and it's like, this Pretty Little Liars actress that plays so-and-so on the show is now, since she died, is moving on to do this project. And I swear, it took like maybe 5 seconds, because mind you, I am just waking up. So, your brain's starting off and it needs a few minutes to learn how to function. And then all of a sudden it hits me and goes, fuck, I didn't see the Pretty Little Liars episode last night, so this spoiled it. And throughout the episode, as I'm watching, I'm just like, if I watch it, then this character won't die, and we've all done this. It's like, I've heard of this character death, or I've seen this movie before, if I watch it one more time, it never works. It'll fail each time. And so, yeah, I got spoiled about Mona's death when I just woke up. And I'm sad she's gone, because she was a great fucking character. And then, she's getting close to the Liars again, and they're sort of frenemies, but maybe if things went on, they'd learn to be friends. But I can see why in story that Mona died, because she was getting too close, and it was like, fuck that, I'm not letting her getting closer, and so I had to kill her. But at the same time, it's like the cliche in movies and shows and stories that there's this character that just figured out this thing, and then all of a sudden the character can't give the information anymore. He's dead sometimes. In the Avengers, if you remember, right before the attack on the helicarrier, Bruce Banner finally figured out where Loki was going to hit, but then the helicarrier got attacked and he couldn't. So it's like, it's a cliche, but I will still miss Mona. She was a great character. She could have done so much. And I have three characters that might have killed Mona. Head of the list, of course, is Allison. And Mona did say, hey, I know how to connect Allison to Bean A. Just come over, Arya. But that might be a big red herring, which is the problem of me going, it has to be her, because could be a red herring. And we never saw Mona's killer's face, we just saw the color of the hair, which hell could have even been a wig, and this basic body shape. So the other two I'm thinking are Cece and Hannah. I admit the Hannah thing, I read a good little fan theory on IMDb today, and I was like, that'd be so fucking great if it did turn out to be Hannah. Hannah seems to have been playing dumb since she got a really high score on the SATs. So it'd be great, of course, if the big Uber A turned out to be one of the liars. And Hannah has some reasons to hate Mona, I guess, and she Yeah, just a Hannah Mona rivalry with Mona now dead. And the Hannah being A theory was great. It was like, with the Hannah Mona rivalry and then playing dumb, and it was like, I wish I saved the link so I could link it to you, and I'm sorry. And then, since we talked about some sad killer news, one of the happiest things in this episode for me was the Christmas decorating scene at Emily's, where Emily's like, hey, just go there, do that, oh, it's there, oh, just do this, and it's really happy. And one of the characters at one point basically says, you're going sort of a little overboard at this, and Emily then goes on to say that she likes Christmas because her father usually comes home, and they like to have the Christmas decorations up. About the Emily going overboard, my fiance's parents, the Griswold's Christmas Vacation movie? Yeah, they do that. So I've seen something, in real life, real people going that far with, decorations outside, and then inside there's at least 2 or 3 trees, one tree rotating. Yeah. So I'm like, so when the whole line about Emily going overboard, I was like, no, that's not going overboard. It's intricate, but not overboard. So it was nice to have a happy moment in a depressing episode where the episode begins with the murder scene. It was one of those, hey, it happened at this point, and let's look 36 hours back. And finally, for today, Allison is most likely a sociopath. No feelings. I mean, I didn't really know about how she had feelings or lack thereof, but she has been a major bitch and a major manipulator. And the reasons for each of the liars being chosen for the group are sort of spelled out, such as one's for loyalty and others for compassion, and it was like a buffet for Allison. And the sociopath would be a good reason to how little Allison could feel so that she could do some bad things. I mean, it's one thing to do schoolyard fights, it's another thing the murder. And earlier in the episode, I think it began the episode, where Allison goes to take a lie detector test. She does this so that she can blame Spencer. Yeah. I mean, if she has emotions, like she can empathy, yeah, that's actually more twisted than if she didn't have any emotions at all, in my opinion. And I have been Jashykins, and my final thoughts of the Pretty Little Liars episode, taking this one to the grave. I like the title, just because it relates to the opening song, and it talks about how the theme song, at least the song they use for the opening, talks about how only one can keep a secret unless, the other one's dead. And Mona is now dead. So I like the title. Kudos. And my blog is jashykins.blogspot.com, and if you go there you can see vlog reviews like this, you can see written movie and book reviews. Also, when a season, complete season, not just the first half of the season, is done, I also do reviews for that. And it really sucks when like a bunch of them come at once. It's like And if you go to my blog, you can also go on the sidebar thingy and see where else I am on the web, and then drop in and say hi if you want to. And finally, if you're doing this on YouTube, if you go into the description, you will see a link to donate your account. And if you donate your Twitter and or Facebook accounts to my campaign, that'll be great, especially if you're watching this and like, Jashykins really deserves a bigger audience. That will help immensely. And until next video, goodbye.